He stole a loaf of bread in the dead of night, a simple act in a desperate world. But that single moment would define the rest of his life, not because of what he stole, but because of what the world decided he was. In 19th century France, hunger was everywhere, but mercy was rare. Jean Valjean was not born a criminal. He was a man trapped by poverty, in a society that had no space for weakness. And when people learned what he had done, they did not see hunger. They saw guilt, and they turned away. He was arrested and sentenced to prison, not for a moment of survival, but for a moment the world refused to understand. Stone walls replaced the streets. Chains replaced freedom, and time stopped meaning anything except suffering. Days became years. Years became a blur. Inside that darkness, he was no longer called a man, only a number. And slowly, even that number stopped feeling real. Something inside him began to disappear. When he finally walked out of prison, he expected freedom. Instead, he met silence. The world had moved on without him, and he no longer belonged anywhere. Freedom felt heavier than prison. He searched for shelter, for work, for a place to exist, but every door closed. Every face turned away. No one wanted a man with his past. He was alive, but erased from society. Then, something unexpected happened. A bishop opened his home. He gave him food, warmth, and dignity. For the first time in years, Valjean was treated like a human being again, and that changed something inside him. But that night, old instincts returned. He stole silver candlesticks and ran. A final act of survival, or so he believed. When he was caught, he expected punishment, but the bishop did something impossible. He said he had given the silver willingly, and told him to take more. Not anger, not judgment, but forgiveness. That moment shattered everything he believed about the world. If even this man could forgive him, then maybe he was not beyond saving. Jean Valjean died that night, and someone new was born. A new life began. He became Monsieur Madeleine, respected man in society, a factory owner, a mayor, man no one would ever suspect. But the past does not stay buried. Inspector Javert entered his life, a man who believed justice was absolute, no exceptions, no redemption. To him, Valjean was not a man. He was a mistake that needed correction. And so the chase began. Not just through streets, but through morality itself. A battle between law and mercy, between punishment and redemption. Valjean faced a choice: hide and stay safe, or reveal the truth and lose everything he had built. And he chose to act. He chose to be human, because in the end, his story is not about crime. It is about redemption. And one question remains: what would we become if no one ever gave us a second chance?